What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Scenario, where we ask the important questions, like what dystopian future do you want to live in? Same as last week, lads. Only the other way around.
Yes. So we've had our worst.
Yeah, we've done the moaning. Now we want the praising.
Well, we're going to moan at each other, I'm sure.
Yeah, obviously.
I'll kick things off.
Go on.
Total Recall.
Oh, hold on.
You know what? No, it's a good choice.
Total Recall.
It's a good choice. You just want 3 titties, don't you?
Ah, that's a perk. That's a perk. I can't say it's not a perk. It's a perk. However, I do feel sorry for those people because they've been turned by radiation and shit, right?
Yeah.
They're actually
Mutants.
Yes, mutants. Sexy mutants.
Open your mind.
But we're talking on Earth, you're talking self-driving cars.
They're on Mars.
You got the taxi-friendly guy, you know. That's down on the thingy. You've got like computer programs that can trick your memories.
Are we talking original or remake?
Yeah, there's
I'm going
original.
Okay, good. Fucking remake was dreadful.
No, fuck the remake. Colin Farrell.
Fucking awful.
That's all you have to say. Anyway, you've got companies that can literally trick your memories into thinking you had a great time somewhere, which is fucking mental.
I'll be using that daily, pretty much. Trick me into saying I had a good time.
It's a cool futuristic world, and you can go to Mars.
And 3 titties.
And there's whore districts.
For
mutants.
Do not.
That's a whole
come
new
here
world.
And try and distract us with the going to Mars ploy when all you're trying to do is sneak through the back door into the 3 titties.
And in his defense, he gets to live on Mars once the atmosphere comes back.
Yeah.
Because they melt all the ice. The aliens build the big machine to melt the ice that's in Mars to cause oxygen, which is why he breathes at the end.
Is that how?
Yeah, that's how the end of the first one is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
So then I'm out skipping.
Well, yeah, because there's oxygen trapped in water.
I'm out skipping
like,
around
no
Mars
atmosphere.
at the end,
Not enough,
mate. No helmet.
I was about to say, that is not how you create an ecosystem. Just melt some water.
That's how you terraform it.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not terraforming. If we have been doing that for the last 100 years. So
And breathe. Look at all the oxygen you've got.
Not as much.
It might be a bit thin, but it's.
I was about to say.
But are my eyes bulging out of my head? No.
Not yet.
No. And have I got a 3-titty prostitute somewhere about in the district?
We're
Yes.
not in Hull.
Yes, I do.
It's not the right
Those
place.
3 tits are just blokes.
They're the only positives I can see from Total Recall, and they're the ones I'm clinging on to the most.
Yeah.
Self-driving cars, friendly taxi driver who's like a computer.
So what are you working
Program
in?
robot
Where are you
thing.
working in Total Recall?
Oh no, that taxi driver seems to have good fun, doesn't he, on the Mars
So
one?
you're going to be a
Yeah, but
taxi
he's
driver.
also a robot. You can't do a robot's job.
No, he's not
Think
a
of
robot.
robot.
No,
He
the
is.
ones on Earth are. He meets the taxi driver up on Mars, doesn't he? And
Does he?
they're
I
all,
don't remember
they're
the
all
one with
competing
it
each
looked
other
like
for the fare, isn't they?
Like a 60s cab driver is the only one I
No,
remember.
no, because he wears that disguise of an old woman and then starts wigging out, and the disguise melts.
See, I'm getting signs of idiocracy right
I
now.
am fucking...
Don't worry, I watched it recently.
That's why he's chosen
why he's picked it.
That's why he's
This shit
I
is
can
bad.
outthink these two.
The only problem is there's a guerrilla organisation.
I thought you meant an actual
gorilla.
Gorilla running around
Those
Mars.
fucking Martian gorillas.
Planet of the Apes is fucking starting.
No, there is a guerrilla organisation that's trying to take down the guy that's running Mars.
So just jump over his barrels and hit him
I'm
with a
not
hammer.
as long as I'm not caught in the crossfire, I'm fine.
You are
doing your own
100%
thing.
getting
I
caught
am-
in
I
the
am-
crossfire.
I own a mutant whorehouse on Mars.
Which he runs from his taxi, apparently.
Well, it seems like
It's fake taxi on Mars.
it looks fun. They were all fighting each other for the cab fare. I thought, yeah, I can see me in there. Go, get the fuck out of the way. This is my fucking cab.
I imagine you with the baseball bat as well.
He keeps it in the boot, yeah.
You stole my face, you son of a bitch. Just smashing his back window in as he drives away.
And my women. Come on, get in.
Smash your women.
Into
I
the
mean,
back.
you are not wrong,
apparently
it's just a different way.
Apparently I'm a pimp daddy as well.
If there's one thing I could see you on Mars doing.
No, but
Richard Branson hasn't thought about that yet.
I mean, like, we'd all go to Mars, right?
Would we?
No.
You'd live on the Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd live on Earth.
I mean, his life's cool. You've seen, like, you saw his house and everything as
How
well.
long is a day on Mars?
Like, everybody in their house has the phone thing on the wall, incoming call, and it's like FaceTime, but it's just built into the wall as like and you talk to each other. It's cool. It's fucking cool. You can change your windows and stuff to different scenery outside.
A day on Mars is only 37 minutes longer than a day on Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone knows.
Basically the same.
That's my biggest problem.
So
I'm coming to Mars.
So you live longer
Well,
on Mars. It's
but
fine.
I always don't have that extra 30 minutes
Well,
that I
no,
want
you'd
in
live.
a day.
You'd live the same, but it would feel shorter because the days would be longer, so you wouldn't have as many days pass.
Yeah,
between your
years would
death.
catch up.
Yeah.
wouldn't they? Yeah.
So
like, you could be on Mars for 50 years, but...
every 50-ish days, you would lose a day.
Ugh.
yeah.
Oh, that's horrific. For some reason,
Yeah.
you guys would rather have more days, more hours, and
Still
less
live
days.
the same. You probably live longer because I assume in the gravity it's not the same, right?
Oh,
It's
why,
lighter.
don't you just become a calendar
It's less
maker
stress on the body.
for
It's
Mars?
futuristic anyway. There's probably anti-aging shit going on as well, let's be honest.
What?
Some what?
Anti-aging shit.
Oh, I thought
you said
anti-Asian.
anti-Asian shit. I was
Yeah.
like, the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, they're not allowed on Mars.
I'm pretty sure that's all he eats when he's on Mars, isn't it? What? Asian food.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is.
yeah,
he gets
you might be
takeaway,
right.
doesn't
Yeah,
he? 'Cause it's
Holy
still in
hell.
the.
I think so.
It's still in the
something
fucking American takeaway.
What
box.
year is it
Chinese
in Total Recall?
noodle box.
What year is it in Total Recall?
2047.
So technically, another
I took a
20?
complete guess.
I did.
24 years from now we'll be on Mars.
That was a shot in the dark, mate. That could be well off.
I think it's gonna be like.
It could be like 2012 because it was that old.
I think it's gonna be like 2020 something.
Right, it is set 2084.
close.
Mars is colonized under the tyrannical regime of
Sheen.
Velos Cohagen, who
Mr.
controls
Cohagen.
the mining of valuable turbinium ore.
Turbine.
Turnips. Mars turnips.
Turnip
Douglas
farming.
Quaid. Open your mind.
You gotta stop it. That's
So anyway.
like 4 times. So, Sheeny's working with
Recall.
the tyrannical regime
From his pimp house
from his pimp house.
and his office.
And my
in
side
the taxi.
business
Your
on
little
business
finger.
as a taxi driver.
Yeah,
It's
so
all a cover.
So you
It's
just
all a
become
cover.
Littlefinger.
I'm doing my own shit on Mars, man.
You are.
That sounds good to me.
You are a 2084 blooming Littlefinger.
Or I'm living on Earth and I'm enjoying all the mod cons of a
No, you
futuristic
you made your
society.
choice. You're in Mars.
The only thing I'm not doing is pulling a chip out my nose like he does in the. Oh, do you remember the scene?
Yeah, when his
he
nose
pulls
stretches.
the. Oh,
It's disgusting. It's horrendous.
Never seen it.
he pulls
He has
a
that,
fuck
like a
the-
tracking
yeah, the woman's
thing.
like, stick this thing up your nose and it'll grab the tracking device that's attached to your fucking brain. And he's like, cool. And he shoves it up his nose. And then as he's pulling it out, they turn to like the worst prosthetics?
Prosthetic.
Prosthetics.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird looking Arnold Schwarzenegger pulling this gigantic pill out of his nose.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing an Arnold Schwarzenegger mask.
Oh, it's
Oh.
horrendous.
And the mask stretcher, it's fucking horrible to look at.
The face
And then it
stretches, the
starts
mask
flashing for
stretches.
some reason because you need a light in your brain.
As it's coming down his nose, it's flashing.
You can see it through the skin. Fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's a rough scene.
It's like a goddamn
a rough
lighthouse.
scene.
Oh, so that's yours.
Yes.
Total Recall.
Next.
I'm not really sure. Like,
Do you want mine?
what were the benefits of it?
3 tits.
Is that it?
I've been through the benefits. You can go to Mars. There's self-driving cars. 3 tits. There's literally a company that can give you nice memories. It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Downsides.
It's cool.
What are the downsides of Total Recall?
Tyrannical regime. Constant warfare.
Douglas Quaid sorts that out. It's got nothing to do with
Radiation.
me.
He doesn't fix it. He just puts oxygen on Mars.
There you go. There's another positive.
Radiation.
There's another positive. Mars gets oxygen, so then you can go skipping around Mars.
Why are there mutant titties?
Radiation.
Radiation.
So radiation, that's not a good thing.
Like, if somebody blew out a window, people die.
Because it gets sucked out.
Yeah.
Jim's like, sucked out, you say?
Mutant penis.
It's not weird. Doesn't look that weird.
That's just his normal penis. Looks like Nunu's nose. So spits out tubby custard. It's his purple-headed yogurt slinger.
3 different names for it in less than like 4 seconds.
Bob. 4 names.
The builder.
Bob the Dick.
Who's next?
Sure.
Go on, I'll let you go next.
Demolition Man.
I knew you'd go for the 80s music.
You're fucking right, I was. I was so close to Blade Runner because of the Chinese food, which looks fucking amazing.
Demolition Man.
Demolition
Wesley
Man.
Snipes.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Give us a quick rundown. It's been a while since I watched Demolition Man.
So, bad guys get frozen, not put in prison,
Well,
because it's easier to cryogenically freeze them for 60 years. Basically, you don't lose life.
No, you serve your time by missing out.
What?
But you don't.
But you don't age.
You don't age when you do it. So they freeze them, and then they freeze him because he's a cock. He's like the bad guy copper that blows everything up to get the job done. And then they punish him by freezing him, pull him out because Wesley Snipes escapes from frozen prison.
And he's the one that originally captured Wesley Snipes.
I remember this one. It's the one where it's like the school bus.
No.
Which gets blown up, and then he gets sent to jail because he's meant to be the one that apparently
Pretty
did
sure
the blowing
you're
up.
mixing Speed.
No. He then goes to prison because they don't capture the guy, and they think he's the one that caused the explosion. He gets frozen and then comes back, and then there's like...
I'm sure it's in some sort of warehouse.
It's in like some
it's in a warehouse.
And then he gets...
he blows up the entire
hostages die.
warehouse. All the hostages die.
And he gets the blame.
He gets
when
the blame.
Wesley Snipes was the one that actually did it.
Yeah,
And he did catch Wesley Snipes, but that was at the cost of all the hostages and everything else. He gets frozen. Wesley Snipes escapes, so they unfreeze him, the Demolition Man, to go after Wesley Snipes again because no one else is trained to do so because the future is so perfect when actually it's a nice veneer on shit.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this one.
There's a ticketing system for swearing.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I remember that bit.
Where's the toilet paper? He doesn't know about the 3 seashells. So the ticket comes up. What do you mean the fucking 3 seashell ticket? It's like, I've got an idea here. Fuck, cunt, wank, piss.
And then he literally just takes them. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. I remember that scene.
And sex is in headsets. They do like a link with headsets.
It's like a neurostimulation.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock's like, would you like to have intercourse with me? And he's like, the fuck, yeah, fucking do.
Because she looks banging.
And she fucking does look banging.
And then she's like, cool, put on this headset and walk over there.
Yeah, and it's literally like, sit over there, put on this headset.
And they have...
And then it's like flashing in
Don't
their
they have
brains.
real sex eventually?
No, he kisses her at the end, doesn't he?
Oh.
So I think the sex is implied, but...
Well, what's procreation then? They do touch on that as well.
I think it's... they don't do it. It's artificial insemination. IVF.
And you want to live in that future?
Could you imagine me in that future?
No,
that's the problem.
I would be the Demolition
You'd be kicking
Man.
off
It's
constantly.
the only future where I'm the protagonist.
You'd
He's
be kicking
arrested.
your Wesley Snipes, man. You're standing outside the government building going, we want sex.
All I'm hearing, all I heard then was I could pull off dungarees. That's all I heard.
In the weirdest way possible. No, you're living in the sewers with the rest of the people that don't...
Hey, mate, I'd eat a rat burger.
You're smashing rat burgers.
I'm just saying, I'd eat a rat burger. They've got muscle cars down there. You know, you might be onto something.
It's a future where the people who don't want to live by those rules live in the sewers and do raiding pies for food because a burger chain is now the leading restaurant, if I remember rightly.
I think it's McDonald's, isn't it?
It is.
I think McDonald's is like
now
the
a posh
fanciest
food.
Fucking Asian cuisine, and it's all like sushi-fied and shit.
Yes.
But it's McDonald's.
It's all like fusion and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the sewer people do a raiding party because they're hungry.
Oh, man, I want to watch Demolition Man now. It's such a good movie.
It is a good movie. It shows its age now.
Why would you... but you wouldn't want to live there.
You would not want to live there.
You got brilliant fucking cars. If you want to eat an actual fucking burger or something cool, you just go underground and fucking do so. Come back up, go back to normal life. You've got banging apartments.
You are getting arrested.
For what?
Straight up.
For
anything.
what?
Anything.
I'm sorry, I thought it was America.
It is.
As they pull you from the sewer.
Yeah.
Rat
tail sticking out of your teeth. You've been down there again, haven't you? No.
That's what he did.
But it's America.
What did you do with the seashells? He told me to use the seashells, so I shat in one.
Just left it on
Yeah, it's just left
I
it there.
just scoop it out.
Yeah.
Scrape my arsehole.
Kind of catch it on the way out with a seashell.
Hey, you just scrape your asshole with it, don't you? That's what you do.
Nice. Does everyone have bleeding anuses in the future?
Apparently so.
Or just me?
You'd like it. There's no bum stuff.
There is, but it's weird.
Everybody's washing their bums.
Everyone is super clean,
Are they?
super healthy.
Are they
They
washing
are,
their
and
no,
bums?
that's
washing
the
their
point.
bums?
The point is, like, medicine is just peak.
Yeah, everything is perfect, but not really.
I think out of
Because,
all three of us here,
There's no freedom.
That's the point.
I think out of all three of us here, I'm the one that would probably do well in Demolition Man.
There's no.
You
It's
would.
not a free society.
Yeah, that's the point.
Everything is rules and
Oh, perfect.
Literally, the guy like does graffiti on one of the signs, doesn't he? And then that little squirter comes up and just like no,
Cleans it.
and puts it back to being beautiful.
Oh, do you know what? You're bringing me round. Maybe.
He'd
Can I change
thrive.
my answer?
Dungarees look fucking cool as shit.
he'd thrive.
I would.
We wouldn't.
You
I
would.
would.
Yep. No.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't thrive.
You're in the.
What's the worst?
We are
thing?
la.
Right,
We are la resistance.
You
but
would be.
What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to get caught, get arrested.
But is that why you
frozen
like it?
for another 60 years, and you're even more into the future of awesomeness?
Is that why you'd like it though?
Get to live forever.
Because you could be part of this resistance operation.
It would be cool.
Oh, he'd be like fucking Shimonita.
Does that make it a cool
You would be-
future
You just
because you
like,
get to be?
Oh, my fucking BMW would be like the Batmobile in that future.
You could be.
Just a fucking gas guzzling.
Well, there ain't
fucking
no
fumes
replacement
spitting
parts
out.
for it.
Well, fucking, I'll fix it. Always do.
Using the shells.
Using the shells. I guess, yeah, we'd be part of the resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, you two definitely.
Yep,
You
eating
are
that
not
burger.
getting involved in anything above.
I'm
and I'm
get-
making sure I'm writing tickets.
I'm getting
The
involved.
police don't even carry guns, do they?
No, they have the
stun
electric
sticks.
batons. Yeah.
Maybe I should.
And there's a
like-
museum full of guns.
I should
Yeah.
join the police.
There's a museum full of guns.
That's
'Cause
still
they-
full of ammo, apparently.
Wesley,
Yeah, I remember that bit. They're like, yeah, I'll take these out. They're all good.
Wesley Snipes goes there and smashes all the cabinets and steals loads of fucking
Because
guns.
they're glass, because society's got too soft that they just trust people,
Yeah.
which is why he takes advantage. It's such a good movie. Man.
Perfect society. Love it. I'd be involved.
Doesn't it turn out that one of the higher ups is the one that had
He's
Wesley
corrupt, yeah.
Snipes
Yeah.
thawed out?
Frozen, yeah.
Yeah.
To cause
Yeah, and then
chaos
he-
so that he could look good for re-election.
But then he
I
kills
think.
him, doesn't he, anyway?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes kills
Yeah.
him. Yeah, I think he's supposed to have like control over him through some
Wesley
mind
Snipes is
stuff.
phenomenal in that film, by
He's
the way.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
film
mean,
is very good.
It's
It is good.
it's probably his best role that isn't Blade.
Oh, I don't know, Passenger 47?
I don't know it.
I might have got the name wrong, but it's about him in a plane. But anyway.
But I'm seeing your point. I would do well. I don't understand how you got to the opinion that you would do well
so
in Demolition
good.
Man.
Everything is clean.
And how is that your
Everything is
best?
stylized.
How is that the best place?
Because even the bad things aren't that bad. The only thing it costs is free will. But if you're brought up in it, then you don't know any better, do you? Because everyone thinks they've
Be
got
the
free will.
perfect little boy for the perfect little world.
Mate,
he would
if I get to share a bed with Sandra Bullock in the 80s or the late 90s or whatever
But you're
it fucking
not.
was,
You're putting a headset on and you're having virtual sex with her.
that's fine.
I can deal with this.
I'll do some
It
research.
feels
on-
the same. It
I'll
stimulates
go on the
the
dark
mind.
web. I'll
Yeah.
do some research.
Did they jizz in their pants?
What?
No, they put on like special robes and stuff, don't they?
If it looks like steak and it tastes like steak, it's fucking
Exactly.
steak.
See, that was you last week. All of a sudden,
Look, I
switched up.
nearly said Matrix because I'd just turn around and I'd be like, put me back in.
Use me as a
I'll
battery.
give up all of the people as long as I have a fantastic life when I'm in there.
Use
And
me as a
here's Zion.
battery. Oh,
The
but
Last City.
that's like 1990s as well.
I
so-
would definitely do
90s.
that. I would
Was it
give. I
99?
would.
Or is it the 80s?
No, what, the Matrix?
Yeah. No, I mean, as in like the actual Matrix. Did they make it in the 1980s? The actual Matrix.
Oh,
inside.
you mean in
the actual city and that? Yeah.
No. No.
Was it the
90s.
2000s
The
or 90s? Yeah, something like that.
I would give everyone up.
You would be sus and you'd instantly know that you were in there, but you wouldn't care.
No. As long as,
You
as, long as
would
I'm getting what
be-
I want in there, it's
You
fine.
would be the guy that knows he's in there, in the Matrix.
I'm the woman in the red dress.
Jim's still trying to leap from roof to roof for the 100th time. I've got it today.
I swears it.
It's me in a red dress as he splats next to me.
Nah, I'm
how
with
much tightly?
To be honest, I'm with Mr. Smith. On that side.
Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith, yeah.
Mr. Smith isn't going to be happy about that.
Right. The best version of The Matrix, though, is the MTV one, right? For the Music Awards. In like 2001 or whatever.
But anyway, we've gone off topic.
Brilliant.
We really have. But, to be fair, is that your second place?
That would have been another
That
choice.
was your second choice.
What's yours?
All right, mine. Saving the best till last. The Hunger Games. 100% is the best world to live in.
He's got this delusion that he's going to be living in the main city, and he's just
No, you're not.
No, I would.
You're going to be
not.
6'3" of scrawny unfedness in District 9.
District 12.
I'm all right with being District 12.
Baker.
I'm all right with being the baker.
Like Peter.
I'm the baker's man.
Literally doing fuck all.
Yeah.
No, I reckon I would do well in this world. In fact, no, I'd be part of the admin team for the actual district.
No, you're not.
Come on.
No, you're not.
Out of all the people, I'm going to be one of those guys.
What makes this a good world to live in?
Yeah.
Order. It's organised. The world was shit. Now it's not.
Order for
All
who?
you got to do is give up a couple of
for
kids every year.
Why is it? Who's got the order? The elite that live in the middle.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
What if
But if you're
Frankie
not
had
living
to
in that
be
middle,
given
you're
up?
worrying about it.
Also, fancy clothes, by the way.
But you,
Yeah, but then it ruined by the fucking turn of the century Victorian makeup.
No,
fucking
no,
umbrellas.
that's District 1, you see. You're going for District 1. I'm going for, I'd be happy in District 5.
each district has different jobs.
Things. Yeah, different
That they
jobs
do.
in that,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I'm on about. They're
That's the
different
point.
things.
Like District 9 is like
So where's
the miners
what's
or
Jennifer
whatever.
Lawrence? 13? Three?
District
She's
12,
12.
they're
District
miners.
12.
And they're miners.
Yep, that's a mining
The
place.
mining place. Mm-hmm.
District 13,
She can
military
fucking
place.
mind me.
She doesn't. She goes out hunting.
Oh, fucking
She does.
Oh my god, Jennifer.
Skills that James would never acquire.
But also, if you go outside the district,
you can escape
it's
into
free.
the fucking wilderness.
It's
if you
literally
wanted
free.
to.
there's nothing going on outside. They're all good. There's actually nothing wrong with the place. They're just fed up with the guy that's in charge.
Snow.
And that's it.
So-
President Snow.
Why were the districts put there then if there's nothing wrong with the world?
Because there was at one point. The whole point is,
it
that's
was,
what's
it was
left.
formed because the entire world had a massive fight
Nuclear war.
and a war, and then eventually it all settled down, and just one massive society sprung from it.
No.
Which
That's
was
America.
Controlled.
It's America.
That's America, and it controls its people by putting them in districts.
Yep.
Right.
Because at one point they all had massive fights and that. Because they were all fighting each other for resources. And then in the end, one person won, took it all over and went, all of you will do one bit and you'll all just, because you fucking... And the only reason the Hunger Games comes about is because they decide that, they're not happy with it now. Even though
It's to stop them rebelling.
Yeah,
It's the Hunger Games a distraction.
It is.
it is.
And it's
literally-
also a lesson.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Yeah.
And if you're like, no, I'm good. I'm happy with doing my job.
He's
I get a
getting
nice
selected.
house, food.
I might have to watch Hunger Games.
And then
I've
one-
only ever seen the first one.
and then
once.
one-
The book's
and the only
good.
reason I watched it is because Jennifer Lawrence was in it. Because
The book's better.
Oof.
Book's well better.
One of the
They're good.
best
They're good
looking
films.
The book
people
They're good
in
is even better.
Hollywood. Oh my
But
god.
you're getting selected.
You are.
I think I could win, though.
Oh, I
No.
don't believe
No.
that for
I
a
am a
second.
hardy fellow.
No, you're not.
It's not.
And
happening.
also,
You've never
if
been in a
I'm the
real
baker-
fight in your life.
if I'm
You've
the
got a
baker-
bad
you aren't getting
gammy.
stung to death by those hornets in the woods.
You can't use a bow.
I don't need to. Club.
A fucking
Straight up
club.
club.
Great.
Against
I
a
love
trained
that his
swordsman.
instinct, the smartest man on the planet's instinct, because he will survive, is if I revert to a caveman, I'll win.
The only way you can do it is the way I'd play it, which is get in with the really good ones, talk your way into their little fucking group, and then stab them in their sleep.
And to be honest, right, there's nothing wrong with like a
Not a
couple
bad
of weeks.
idea.
Right?
I'm getting a couple of weeks of fun as well, anyway, in the capital.
Well, I mean, granted, you get, 2 to 3 weeks
No, I
of
think it might be like a
luxury.
month. Like
Maybe a month
straight
of
up
luxury. Yeah.
Like unparalleled luxury for a month.
Great, they're fattening up the turkey.
Who cares? Like,
Squawk.
it's good. If it looks like steak, it is steak because I'm actually allowed steak. In
I
this
wouldn't
world,
want to live in the
it's
Hunger Games.
organised
No.
as well.
I
There's
wouldn't even want to
nothing
live
wrong
in
with
the
it.
inner city.
Why not?
Because,
Oh, you're joking me. The capital.
They're
Come
too
on.
much. Too
Well,
much.
you'd be loving it. You'd be like, women. You'd be the TV presenter. 100%.
Maybe.
You would be the guy that presents the Hunger Games. It's like, that guy lost his head. Find out what happens after the break. 100%. one of the better places to live in the future. If it's a dystopian future, my second one was Starship Troopers.
Is it because you want to fight bugs?
Oh, damn right.
Come
on.
Pretty much everyone dies in that.
No.
Pretty much everybody
What?
dies
No.
in it.
2 of them from their squad survive, don't they?
I'd be a pilot.
Rico or whatever his name
You're
is.
dying.
I'd be a pilot.
Instantly.
Like, in space.
Pilots die, and you can't drive a car well, let alone a fucking plane.
Actually, mine would probably be the only one that gets there
No,
safely.
because it would get there when the battle's done, because you would go at 3 miles an hour.
Safe.
Everyone would come out, and it's just a field of dead bugs and humans.
Yeah. Would you like to know more?
Everyone off.
Exactly. I mean, like, there we go.
Let's stop.
Look, I would be
Need to
like,
pick up any survivors. Any survivors at all.
That's his job.
my casualty list is 0. Never lost a man.
It's one.
The guy tripped.
Some
and
guy
fell.
tripped getting out and he fucking did himself in.
Oh, the brain bugs as well.
Fell out the side. I
Yeah.
turned a bit too sharp.
You can't turn sharp. He's going 3 miles an hour. You've been in a car with Jim. It's fucking...
He sneezed.
sneezed. Close
And
my
tipped
eyes
him
for
out.
2 seconds.
I would love to. I'd love to see the universe as one of the star captains on it. It'd be brilliant.
It's
On one of those
horrific.
massive spaceships.
It's a massive space war against alien bugs that are killing planets.
but we're gonna win. We will win.
Not. There's a
Would you
lot
like
of
to know
films.
more?
I would like to know more, and sign me up today. And there is nothing wrong with it.
Well, let the audience
Also,
decide.
have you seen like all the futuristic shit on Earth in Starship Troopers?
You're not on Earth. You're defending her because you signed up.
No,
He would have signed up.
I
He
would
would totally
100% first guy in line.
First guy dead.
No, you're not. You would
First
have
guy
every
off at the
intention of
landing on
being
the
First guy charging at the bugs.
And then his knee gives in.
Hold on. Oh crap!
No,
Crap.
no.
Just as they're about to fucking charge, he goes, actually, I've got a doctor's note. Bad knee, I'm afraid.
What do you like to know about my doctor's note?
Let the audience decide.
What about you, Lee? What's your second choice if you had to go somewhere? Mine is Hunger Games and Starship Troopers.
See, the other one isn't a future. It is dystopian, but it's not a future. That'd be my second choice. Is BioShock.
Oh, you're going past, are you? Ah, see, now that's another scenario, and we're not going into it at this point.
You want to do the outro? I can see
Sure.
you. I can see you edging,
Sure.
and Gobshite won't shut up.
No, trying to talk about different scenarios all of a sudden. So, let the audience decide. Do you want to live in the world of Total Recall, where you go to Mars and have aliens with 3 titties?
They're not saying that you're getting 3 titties. There's just
No,
the
no.
ability.
He wants 3 titties.
She's a prostitute. All I've got to do is pay
all right,
for it.
all right. They don't make these sort of assumptions on your job.
Let me get my Mars bucks out.
Bucks, take my Mars.
Jokes
bucks.
on him. He's the one with 3 titties.
3 balls.
Again, wouldn't surprise me.
I thought it was Mars.
Would you like to live in the world of Demolition Man, where you eat rat burgers and live in a perfect society and get fined for swearing?
And have a broken down BMW to fix constantly.
Pretty sure.
Or
it
would
was
you
a
like
charge.
to fight your way through the districts in...
I didn't say I was going to fight. I said I was perfectly
Would you
fine.
like to knead bread?
No,
in the
I'm
Hunger
making
Games
bread.
as the Baker Man of District 12?
It's Tanjuri Lane.
Join us next week for another brand new scenario. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at How Not To Summon, or join our Discord at How Not To Summon a Podcast, or go to our website at hownottosummon.com where you can find all our links. I've been Shinny Senpai.
I've been Jim.
I've been the Demolition Man.
See you later.
Would you like to know more?
No.